Hey guys, Iowa Mining here. So today we're deploying another ASIC, which is what I do most nights, which is awesome. It was actually this one right behind me here, S21 XP. Now, I have 10 of these, I think I'm hosting. But I think I've mentioned this before, but what I want to iterate in this video is here at Iowa Mining, we run third-party software. And this S21 XP, there is Brains OS has support for it, and it's not available for everyone, but we can run it here on our miners. And so I have, I think, 5 of the 10 S21 XPs with Brains OS on it, and we're overclocking them. That's not my decision. That's the client's. But we're at stock to 3650, and we haven't bumped up to 3900. Now, in a couple months here, when it gets a little bit warmer every day, we're not going to do that. But for now, we are running Brains OS, and it is awesome. And so I'm going to put on the screen here a screenshot of one of those miners right now, and that's how all 5 of them are running. And they're at or below sticker value for efficiency, and they're running at 300 terahash, and that is awesome. And because these S21 XP, because they have bigger fans on them, they run quiet, they run cool. Even on these little warmer weather days, they're fine. They're not a problem. So I am very happy and very, so far these XPs have been very good for me. Now I only have 10, I get it. I don't have 100, I don't have 1,000, but of the 10 I have, I've had 0 issues. And, they look good going forward. And so that's something here that we run third party. So I have Brains on quite a few machines, like 20, 25. I also have Marathon firmware on a couple of them. And I even have the Epic control boards in a couple of them as well. And it kind of depends on the client, depends on the situation, depends on what they want to do. But I'm okay with all that. I've played with all that myself here at home, at my house. So I know how the firmware works. I know if it works with Foreman or not. I know what it's good, what it's bad. And, I can help console and help counsel a client on what they can and can't do, what they should and shouldn't do, and just give them options and let them choose from there. So that's something here at Iowa Mine that we do that not all the other hosting companies can do, is we can put this third-party firmware on there. And so in this case, these XPs, we're overclocking them because it's a little colder out. They're great machines. They overclock very well. You don't lose a lot of efficiency. You don't lose any. And, there's benefits to doing that. Now, some machines, K Pros, maybe just normal S21s, where you want to get a little bit more efficiency because they're profitable, but not much. And the K Pros, I don't think they're profitable. But I have people running them, and we have them underclocked because we want to gain a little bit of that efficiency, still want the Bitcoin, still want to mine it, but we also are just trying to make it as good as it can be. And so I have machines that I'm underclocked, and I'm completely okay with that. And if the machine's here and it's running and the client's happy, that's all that matters. Even if it's not, at 100%. Even if it's not running where it should, or income shouldn't be what I should be. I'm more than okay underclocking them and making sure that they're running great and the client's happy and getting what he wants and getting his money's worth. That's all it comes down to. So that's something we do here at Iowa Mining. So I just want to highlight that. And Brains OS has been great for us. The Marathon firmware has been great. And the reason we have Marathon firmware in some of them is because those clients are actually mining the nice hash. And Brains, they say it works. I personally have had some issues with the newer firmware versions. I have other machines on the older firmware versions that are just fine. I've tried installing the older firmware versions on my machines to then mine the nice hash, and I was still getting some issues. So in that case, with that client, we just installed the Marathon firmware and good to go. So, and actually I think it's Marathon firmware, but it's branded as nice hash firmware. Same thing. So yeah, that's something we do here, and it gives you options. And yeah, so that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you guys. Check out this video. If you want to get your ASIC hosted here, send me an email, contact@iowamining.io, and we'll talk. We'll see what options work for you and go from there. Thanks, guys.